and welcome back to my channel where we are all crime, all black, all the time.
What's up, guys? Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. This is All Crime, All Black, All the Time. And here we focus on true crime stories that have something to do with people of African American descent. Doesn't matter whether they're the victim, whether they're the suspect, it doesn't matter. As long as somebody in the story is of African American descent, and it's a crime, then we will cover it on this channel. This story is a trial that started today. I meant to have this video out yesterday. Forgive me. But this trial started today, and this is about a young lady that was unfortunately killed by her quote-unquote boyfriend. This is going to be a short trial. This is going to be a simple trial. It's not a whodunit. They all have already snitched, told what happened. So this is just going through the court process as a preliminary matter, because it's everybody's right to do. And they pleaded not guilty after they told what they did. So anyway, this is the trial that we'll be going that we'll be looking at this week. Like I don't foresee this trial lasting longer than this week, because I do believe this gentleman is being tried by himself. But either way, it's not a whodunit, so it ain't gonna take that long. Anyway, this is the story behind the trial. I wanted to give a little bit of context instead of just kind of like throwing the trial out here and you're like, hey, what's going on? I don't know nothing about this. So this is the context behind the trial and what happened and how the young lady lost her life. Prayers and condolences to her family. Please keep it cute and respectful in the comments. If you can't, don't comment. Like, share, subscribe, and please come back and see what we got going on. We will be streaming the trial live every day that it's on. All right.
About the body discovered near an Iowa County lake over the weekend. Body's now been identified. 20-year-old Melanie Hoffman of Marion died. And the Iowa County Sheriff's Office said Sunday morning people had informed them that they found a body near the picnic area of Lily Lake in Amana. And now we know the woman's boyfriend is charged. KCRG TV9's Molly Swain has been following these latest developments and joins us now live in the studio.
Melanie Hoffman's family and loved ones have learned over the past few days that she died. And a man from Hiawatha, McKinley Louisma, is in the Linn County Jail on charges of first-degree kidnapping and conspiracy to commit forcible felony.
TV9 crews were on the scene of Amana Lily Lake Sunday as officials recovered the body of a woman. Court filings detail what investigators say happened after McKinley Louisma picked Melanie Hoffman up at 11 in the evening Saturday. Investigators used data from Hoffman's iPhone and Apple Watch to piece together the story. Louisma told investigators he and another unidentified person bound Hoffman's wrists with duct tape, put her in the trunk of a car, and drove to several locations until they reached Lily Lake in Amana. Louisma admitted Hoffman begged to be let go, was beaten, and had numerous stab wounds. The Iowa State Medical Examiner's Office says the preliminary cause of death was strangulation. Court documents show Louisma was part of two previous investigations involving accusations of violence. One was in Manchester involving sexual assault. The other was in Cedar Rapids claiming he attacked a man causing serious injury. Louisma was out on bond when investigators say he kidnapped Melanie Hoffman.
Two men have been arraigned for first-degree murder in the killing of a Marion woman.
Do you have any questions? Nope. All right, you're excused.
Dakota Van Patten and McKinley Louisma appeared by video feed in Linn County Court just moments ago. They were accused of kidnapping and killing 20-year-old Melanie Hoffman. Her body was found Sunday morning at Lily Lake in Amana. Investigators say she died by strangulation. She had also been beaten and stabbed. Court documents say Louisma and Van Patten were seen on surveillance video buying gloves and two machetes from a Walmart in Cedar Rapids before picking up Hoffman late Saturday night. Louisma told investigators they bound her with duct tape at Morgan Creek Park and placed her in the trunk of his vehicle. They drove Hoffman to several spots in Linn County before taking her clothes and leaving her at Lily Lake. The clothes she was wearing that night were found in a bag in the trunk of Louisma's vehicle.
Getting a lot of new details again today about the two men accused of kidnapping and killing Hoffman over the weekend, and that third suspect that is now charged in the case. Iowa's News Now anchor Nick Weig spent the day going through everything as it was all being uncovered. He's got the updates to the timeline tonight and what we know about that third man in custody.
This past Sunday, deputies in Iowa County were called to Lily Lake picnic area near the Amanas after a body was discovered. That's where 20-year-old Melanie Hoffman was found dead from strangulation. Investigators say there was also evidence she was bound with duct tape and had numerous stab and slash wounds. Police in her hometown of Marion joined the investigation. Officials were able to get tracking information from her phone and smartwatch to determine she was first at Morgan Creek Park. That is where her watch reported her heart rate intensified before her heart either stopped or the watch was deactivated. Later, Melody's watch band and phone case were found in McKinley Louisma's car, along with a towing rope, gloves, and clothing matching what Melody was last seen wearing. Louisma allegedly told a DCI agent that he and Dakota Van Patten tied up Melody with duct tape around her wrists, placed her in the trunk of a car, and drove to several spots before winding up in Iowa County. Afterwards, both men were seen in surveillance video at a gas station in Cedar Rapids buying cigars. Investigators learned a third man, 18-year-old Logan Kimpton, told others that he, Louisma, and Van Patten planned to kill Melody. Kimpton is now being held without bond on several serious charges, but not for her murder. Because investigators believe Melody was dead before arriving at the pond in Iowa County where she was found, the charges were filed and the case will be tried in Lynn County against all three men. Nick Weig, Iowa's News Now.
Court documents also show Kimpton admits to helping buy the weapons and gloves that investigators say were used in Hoffman's murder. He also admits that he, in the investigators' words, chickened out of the actual murder. No new court date set yet for him. Both Louisma and Van Patten have preliminary hearings scheduled for next Friday.
Tonight, people gathered to remember a Marion woman investigators say was kidnapped and murdered last weekend. Loved ones held the vigil for 20-year-old Melanie Hoffman tonight. Hours earlier, 3 men were officially charged in connection to her death. Those men are 23-year-old McKinley Louisma, 18-year-old Dakota Van Patten, and 18-year-old Logan Kimpton. And family held this vigil at Wanatee Park in Marion earlier tonight. More than 60 people gathered to remember Hoffman, telling stories of her life and the fond memories they still have.